Hello and welcome. Today I show you what tools you can use to fix electronics, mobile phones, maybe even laptops, tablets. So the most important tool I have is this one, a really mini pocket screwdriver set. I'm not sure if this one came with it or added it later. I don't know that, I can't remember. But anyway, it has a pocket there. We keep some microfiber cloth. So it has the most popular screwdrivers for mobile phones, to open mobile phones, for iPhone, Android, really tiny ones. They work really well actually, this one. So the only thing is that it's a bit of a hassle to put the screwdriver, each screwdriver head onto the set on the base. Yeah, once you tighten it, make sure you tighten it well, and it's like a regular screwdriver. But if you need to change the screwdriver, then you have to remove it and put another one. So this is a bit of a difficult thing. I would recommend, if you could, buy one set of screwdrivers that it's individual screwdrivers, not like this. But this is really cheap and really, actually, it's when you don't need so many to do it all the time. Just when you need it, it's good to have it there. It's good even for watches. Yeah, this is it's really like, I use this a lot. It's one of the main screwdriver sets I use. I have a second one that is not so great. The way it's fixed on the base of the screwdriver, it's not so good, and sometimes it can come out. But this is like a second one. It's nice to have it. It's good to have two sets of screwdrivers, because you can never have too many screwdrivers. You see, this one is broken even. So these are some special screws to remove them. Yeah, okay, this one, it's nothing really special. So the next thing is a precision knife set. You can get any brand, it doesn't really matter, they're pretty much all the same. This knife is sometimes useful, but not as many times as you might think, and you have to be really careful when you remove it and when you put it back, not to injure yourself. So yeah, I'm really trying really hard not to point the blade towards me too much, but yeah, it could be a bit difficult to install it. Once you put it, install it, you tighten it, and it's locked. Only one of these blades I use really. I don't use it often, but it's nice to have it. For example, when I change the blade now, it doesn't go well in the box, but okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this. It's fine. If I close the box, it's good. The nice thing is to have this in a box like this, so it's not loose, so you can close it and it stays safe for you mostly. And this is what I'm talking about, some special screwdrivers. This is a 3-wing, I think it's called. It's to open special screws, and it's nice to have a Phillips screwdriver that is thin and long like this, so you can reach some really hard to reach places. And these ones, I had them for a long time. I only have a few of them, I lost most of them. But if you can get them individually like this, maybe better quality than that, it's better. And you need one good Phillips screwdriver, a normal large size, mostly for computers, this one, and laptops. This is another thing, the ESD anti-static strap. The idea with this one is that any shock that you might send to an electronic component, you send it through this cable to a ground, to earth. So how it works, you just put it on your wrist and you connect this thing to the wrist, which is just one connection, it's nothing special. And the other side, you connect it to ground. This could be the case of a computer, it could be any point that is grounded. So if there is any static electricity on your body, on your clothes, it will discharge through this wire onto the ground and not in the electronic component. I have to admit I don't really use this at all really, but if I'm using something really sensitive, then I would use it, yeah. Another thing that I don't use much but could be really useful, this is a set to desolder components. If you want to remove a component, you use this, you apply heat, and then you put this on the pin and it will isolate the pin from the hole. So it's different sizes for different PCB holes, and these are pretty useful actually. I think I used them once or twice. Yeah, the heat shrink, you can never have too many heat shrink, and it's nice to have a set like this where you have multiple sizes. I use this a lot actually. You can see some of them I even don't have, and yeah, like kind of I would need to. The problem is that you use too much of one size and then you have the others, but you could refill it. I think it's not too difficult to refill. Some of them are really large. I didn't really need them so large, but yeah. This I never used. A set of opening tools. Yeah, one thing that is really useful is to have a glue, hot glue, and you have this hot glue dispenser, which is really nice to use. Another thing is wick, solder wick. Again, I barely used it, but now it's the most important part, the most tools I use. This is a spare set for an iPhone battery change. I didn't use it, so it was there. And these are the really useful tools that if you open phones, mobile phones, laptops, tablets, these are really useful. You could use any of these tools when you least expect it actually. This thing I never use. So far I never use it. I tried to use it once on the iPhone, but it didn't really work well for me. This I use it all the time. It's an opener tool, a metal one. It was really good for the iPhones, to open the iPhones and the iPad, really useful. The plastic opener prying tools or pry tools, these are a bit of just spacer tools to keep something open. If you watched my previous videos, you recognize those orange ones. I use them all the time to keep something open, a phone or a tablet. Prying tools, different sizes and different shapes. They're pretty not very strong, so they break usually. So it's good to have multiple models and multiple sizes, because it's better to have too many than not enough with these things. Especially once you open a phone, you want to have things available. So you see different kinds, so many kinds of ways to open a phone or a tablet. This one is a pretty strong one. Like if you really want to apply some force when you open it, but I kind of never use it, I think, or maybe once or twice. This one I have no idea how to use it, but I'm sure there must be like some wire, you put some wire in there, or I'm not sure. This one, it was really useful for the tablet to remove the battery, because it's so wide and I was able to apply pressure in a wide area, so it was safe for the battery. These ones are super useful. I use them all the time. Actually, I use mostly this one to disconnect cables on the iPhones when I open them, and the tablet. Yeah, those were really useful. It's again a prying tool, but I never use it. This metal, that bag, I keep them in the plastic bag there, so they're nice and safe. And these are the tweezers. These are ESD protected. They're metal, but this black coating, it's isolating, so they're really fine. So you can get something. They are metal, so they will not melt from the heat, from a soldering iron. So yeah, they're pretty good. A playing card, any playing card, it's nice to have to open the things. And tweezers, a lot of models of tweezers. Some of them are Teflon, another screwdriver. Yeah, Teflon is pretty weak. It's only for when you don't apply heat to something. It's plastic basically. I don't even think it's Teflon. Yeah, the good ones are these ones, the metal ones with the ESD coating. Make sure you keep the caps on, because they're pretty sharp. This one is really basic. It's metal, but there has no coating, no anything. This one is really nice because it has an angle, so you can easily grab something. I think I used this one on the iPhone to was a part on the cover on the battery, the digitizer, the screen fingerprint sensor. I used that one there. Yeah, this one is for the LCD, to remove an LCD, to disconnect an LCD, but I never use this one. It's super fine, so if you need something really sensitive like that, that's useful. Yeah, so again, multiple prying tools, lots of prying. This one is finished, you see. So yeah, did I show you this one? I think I did. I showed you before. Yeah, when you put it back, make sure you put the plastic cap back on. Again, these are super useful, those sticks. This one is really strong. I never used it, but who knows, someday. It's really strong, so that's good. It's good to have some plastic tools that are also really strong, like the metal ones. So yeah, this is pretty much that for the bugs. Another tip: when you put these tweezers back in their bags, make sure you put them with the pointy side down, so you don't touch them when you open them. It's more safe like that. So this is pretty much all you would need, all I would think of now to just change the battery on your phone, change the screen, like basic things, not and a multimeter. Yeah, I didn't show a multimeter, but yeah, multimeter is useful for other things, but for the battery not really so much. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Write a comment below on how you use tools like this, or if you use this kind of tools, which ones are better and which ones are not so good. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and share, and I will see you next time.